Hi, I'm Squeak,
Hey, it's your pal Mega Snoop.
Hey, I'm Smirky.
and you're listening to the Speedchat Only podcast. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Speedchat Only podcast. Today, it's just the three of us. Welcome back, Aaron and Michael. How you guys
That's
doing
me.
today?
Yo, we're chilling.
And today we have some not Toontown. Well, we have a little bit of Toontown news today, but we also have a lot of other stuff we're going to be talking about today. So there you go, everyone. Let's go.
We're trying to do Toontown stuff, but let's be honest, there isn't Toontown stuff going on. But I want to start with an icebreaker first, just to get us all warmed up, even though we've been in call for like half an hour just messing around, right? Yeah, whatever it's been, right? So I want to go around the room, and I want to ask everybody, what did you have for breakfast today? I personally had half a tub of ice cream and an Arizona. You think I'm joking? This is real.
What kind
My
of
life
flavor?
is a mess. It was Ben and Jerry's. It was like this salted caramel with like pretzel in it and like brownie.
Yeah.
It was so good.
That's really funny because when I lived in Vermont, when I went to school there, that's like where Ben and Jerry's was created. So I used to go down to Ben and Jerry's semi-frequently,
Mhm.
and that was the flavor that I sometimes got. The usual was the cookie dough, but if I was feeling a little bit adventurous that day, or was trying to impress somebody, go with the caramel with pretzels inside. That was really
Yeah,
good.
dude, that's exactly the one I got. Oh, it's so good. It was on sale at Albertsons, so I was like, gotta cop that.
Is Albertsons like the Stop and Shop equivalent in Las Vegas? Is that what that
It's-
is?
Do you know what Safeway is?
No.
Sure.
It's Safeway.
Oh, it's like a grocery store.
It's a grocery store.
Okay.
Yeah, here we have like Wegmans and Stop and Shop and Giant.
Makes sense. And what'd you guys have for breakfast?
Breakfast. Who is she?
Breakfast in this economy.
I'm a college
This
student.
one?
I only know what lunch and dinner is.
You literally just told us you're like, hey, I'm gonna go get some food and pick up a
That was
package.
lunch.
Okay, what'd you have for lunch then? What's the most recent thing you've eaten?
It was witch.
What's a witch?
Witch?
Yeah.
Which witch is the witch?
Yeah, it's the.
That sounds like
It's a sandwich place. You can like customize sandwiches, and they're like.
Yo, which
either-
witch did you go to?
It's kind of like Subway, basically.
it's like that's like. Do you remember we were at a replay and someone's like, "Hey, let's hit Jimmy John's for lunch," and someone went, "What the heck's a Jimmy John?"
Oh my god.
I was like, Jimmy John's? You never heard of a Jimmy John's before? He was like, "No, who's Jimmy John?"
Yo, I didn't know Jimmy had his own restaurant. Good for him, dude.
Good on him.
Do you think Jimmy is another name you can use for like John? Like, you think like it'd be Jimmy?
I have no idea. Like, I know that I know that Jimmy is short for Jim, and I know it's like short for something else because you've got like Dick that's short for Richard, which doesn't make
For
sense
some reason.
For some reason, but I think it's one of those where it's short for something else. And I'd have to Google it, and I don't know. So I don't. Jimmy John's though, right?
Jimmy John's.
Jimmy
Who's that?
Noah, what'd you have for breakfast?
Had some frozen waffles and a hot cocoa.
A hot cocoa in summer?
Yeah, it was pretty cold this morning.
Yeah, dude,
How
it was kind of
cold?
cold here too. 83 degrees. Brr.
Bro, listen. It's been like torrential rain, so it's like been like really hot and muggy. But today there was like a bit of a release, so it's been kind of like 75, 70-ish. So it was kind of chilly.
Brr.
Brr, 75. That's almost how warm it is inside my apartment.
Okay.
That is how warm it is inside my room.
Yeah, I'm honestly more scared of the temperature change than anything else. Honestly.
Oh, no, trust me. So, like, you go outside and it's like 90 degrees and you're like, wow, it's kind of warm. And then you go inside and the temperature change between 90 degrees and then 70 degrees. It feels great in here. So, just don't worry about that. It's
Oh, by the way, if you don't know what we're talking about, I'm moving. I'm going to be moving to the city of Sin, Las Vegas, Nevada, with my friend over here on the left, Mr.
That's
Megasnoop.
me. Hi. I'm on the
Whoa.
left, apparently.
Whoa!
They're living
Whoa.
together.
That's crazy.
Hoggers.
Yeah, and Michael has an open invitation as soon as he finishes school. So,
Oh, bet.
but until then, he has to go live in a fraternity or something.
Bro, imagine
Does-
being in a frat house.
Does Nevada have state income tax?
No,
Oh,
it doesn't.
okay. Cool. Texas doesn't either.
That's a fun fact,
like-
yeah, because you were like, I wonder, and I was like, no, actually, that's what makes my taxes really easy, to be honest.
Honestly,
I feel like that question was so set up for you to be like, oh, well, Texas has blah, 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 blah.
Why would I ever leave Texas when I don't have state tax? Nevada doesn't have state tax. Oh, you don't say.
you don't say. Sold.
Like, okay, this is gonna be way off, like, on a rant because of whole, like, Toontown oriented channel, but, like, that's why strippers do so well here, because a lot of their money comes from, like, tips and stuff.
Well,
And
also,
so-
prostitution is legal in Las Vegas. It makes it really easy when it's legal.
Yeah, it's true. But a lot of that money is either not taxed or not taxed harshly, which is what makes it so thriving in this sort of economy. Plus casinos, etc. So like the government here is getting an influx of money because of all the taxes on that. So it's okay. It's an okay place to live, honestly. It's just too hot.
I mean, Texas is also too hot, so that'll be fine.
Hey, there you go.
You know, you can move here anytime, just like work remotely.
There you go.
Just gotta find a job remotely.
Just got to find a job first.
Yes.
But yeah, back to the Toontown stuff, right?
God.
He's like, oh, Toontown, right.
Right.
That
It's
thing.
Yeah,
called
right, that's
Speedchat
right.
only.
Mm-hmm.
Speedchat. I can only use Speedchat.
That's okay. Let's just click on the speed chat thing. Imagine how boring of a podcast it would be if everything we said had to be something from the speed chat filter.
Oh no.
Toontastic.
That wasn't very toony.
Ooh, you got me. Talking about prostitution and strippers. Ooh.
Someone's bypassing the speed chat filter.
Got him, dude. But yeah, I was looking through like the recent things that Toontown Rewritten has been doing, and it's not a lot. So like, what's really coming up for them soon, I guess, would be Toonfest. I think that's everything that they're focusing on right now is just Toonfest.
Well, Toonfest and then the third quarter Tooncast. Is that what they called it?
I mean, it's
Right.
basically the same thing, right?
It is because
Wow!
nothing news. Wow, amazing! Who would have thought after a year they're still working on field offices and not much else? I mean, like their main development is field offices. They have like side projects that their other teams have been working on, which is why the Discord is up and running. That new thing that they've got going. But and then they even have like their own team working on like Toonfest related things. But as far as actual development in the game, it's one team. It's like 3 people, and it's all field offices.
I mean,
Nothing else.
they did also have. I don't know why we hadn't thought of this topic before, but they did deal with the whole denial of service attack not that long
That's
ago.
right. There was a big DDoS, but
Yeah.
I think the misconception. A lot of people were saying like, I had to straighten this out right away because people were like adding me left, right, and center, being all like, "You see the Toontown's getting DDoSed." So first of all, generally I don't care, right? Like I'm not on the
Yeah.
game every single day, so if it's
same.
being DDoSed, like I know they're probably gonna take care of it. It's gonna be fixed soon. And like, man, it's not the first time somebody's attacked a Toontown server, right? Like who cares? It's someone attacked another Toontown server. Also, you know, the sky is blue. It's just another day.
In other news, the sky is blue.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. So, first of all, there's that. Second of all, this one wasn't even a direct attack on Toontown specifically. From what I can tell, it was an attack on the Amazon servers that Toontown uses. Because not only did Toontown have issues and go down, but Twitch, Instagram, and a few other really big websites.
Yeah, it
were
was
not
beyond
working.
that too. Like cell carriers, like T-Mobile. Had
Oh yeah,
also-
T-Mobile was down.
Yeah, so it was kind of a big thing that Toontown just got caught in the middle of.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And so it wasn't as easy as like, let's reboot the servers. It was straight up they had to, as far as I know, because this isn't anything from anyone on the team telling me, because nobody on their team has really made a public statement about it. But as far as I know, what they would have to have done is move the servers to another server, which is why it took a little bit of time, because it's not something they can just do overnight. And they wanted to keep the game running. So when they actually took the game down for a shorter bit of time, it was because they had to move all their assets to a new server.
Yeah, and I know they still had some issues like after that one big day of DDoSing happened, but I know they have spent a lot of time like trying to reprimand it. So
That makes
you know,
sense. Like once
yeah.
you're moving to a new server, there's going to be those kinks you have to work out.
yeah, so I mean, that's kind of where they had to just spend a lot of their energy on, making sure people could actually play the game. So now hopefully they can kind of center and get back onto the grind for field offices
Mm-hmm.
and Toonfest and everything like that.
As far as I know, everything's all cleared up now. Like, you can get back on the game just fine. I know a lot of people were, like, worried, and I got on and I did a Tune of the Tiger episode at, like, midnight, and, like, the servers were fine, and I'm like, I don't know what everyone's complaining about. It seems okay to me.
Yeah.
So, it was, I don't know, it's just interesting, and I guess it is okay for us to talk about it and be like, hey, so this happened, but don't worry, guys. It's just another day in the life.
Everything is fine.
Everything is okay, guys.
It reminds me of that Todd Howard meme, and it just works.
Oh man,
So good.
And I think it's more important than anything to realize that, hey, if Toontown does go down, like if it's down momentarily, you can go play another game. There are other great games out there. There are other free games out there that you can go play without a problem. Like the great games that came out recently, Last of Us 2, SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom, great games. Or if you're even looking for a free game, Valorant might not be for everybody, but it's, it's there. Like it's another free game that you can go and play. And of course, coolmathgames.com I think is still accessible to everybody.
Oh man,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
play pinball
it's true.
on that website.
Speaking of games that are cheap right now, the Steam Summer Sale is going on right now, so everything is
I'm
like
gonna have to open
literally
Steam.
90% off.
Like,
Okay, so my problem is that anything that I want from Steam, I've already purchased. But is there anything you guys were looking at?
Doom,
yeah, there's
Like
there's
original Doom 94, Doom Eternal?
Doom Eternal.
Doom Eternal.
Yeah, Doom
That's
Eternal's
both
also on sale.
Doom Eternal's on sale for like $30.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
That's not bad.
I know. I made.
Jedi Fallen Order is $30.
I know. I
Yeah,
made
it
a
is.
tweet.
I got that one on
Monster Hunter World is
PlayStation.
$20.
Okay, I made a tweet about Garfield Kart being $1 on Steam.
Bro,
It's
no
a-
one's buying Garfield Kart. I saw Loopy's video. It ruined it. No, it's not worth it.
Yeah,
Oh,
and that was
man.
the single player version. The multiplayer one's like $6, but it's still pretty
Oh.
funny.
Apparently XCOM is $20 right now, or $15. Cool. I play XCOM.
Nice.
I've always been into those strategy games. Like I've been playing a lot of Darkest Dungeon recently, twitch.tv/squeak__. But it's like I've always been into like I was into Fire Emblem as a kid, which is like the officially Nintendo licensed strategy game. But as you got older, I was like into Civ and Darkest Dungeon and XCOM and just a bunch of other strategy games. So it was it's good to see that when the Steam Summer Sale comes up, like I see XCOM and Civilization always having the big
Yeah.
deals and stuff, which, I mean, I'll conclude with I will never buy Civ 6. I got it for free when it was free on the Epic Store like a month ago,
Mhm.
but, you know.
I know that a lot of Sonic games are like on mega sale right now, and they even had like a daily deal that I
Wait,
actually
Sonic?
got, which like Sonic Adventure 2 is like 75% off, I'm pretty sure. And
Really?
then and then like there was a daily deal I got where Sonic Generations Sonic Generations was literally $1, and I was like,
Sonic
All
Generations
right.
Collection is $1 right now.
Yeah,
Now, dude.
yeah.
$1.
I was
I
like-
already own it. But again, if I want it, I would already own it.
yeah, I was like literally $1. What can I lose? So I got Sonic Generations, and
That's a
honestly,
good game, by
I
the
mean,
way.
I could honestly decide to give in and get Sonic Adventure 2 because that's also a really good game.
Sonic
Is
Adventure
Sonic-
2 is such a good game. Please get it. Yes.
Sonic Mania is actually like $6 right now. Might get
That's
that.
not bad at all.
So
I also
moral
have
of the
that one. Dude,
story:
like, I'm-
get all the Sonic games
I already have all of them. That's the thing. That, like,
and
we
gift them
literally
to
just talked about it.
me.
Dude, Sonic Adventure DX is also $1.20. So
You heard it here first on the
my
podcast.
goodness.
Megasoup is giving away free games on his stream.
Actually-
Megasoup.
actually, I think now that I'm looking at this, I think I might, after we're done here, run to the store, get two $20 Steam gift cards. I totally said that out of order. Two $20 Steam gift cards, and I think I'll give them away either like on today's stream or tomorrow. Probably tomorrow's stream. Let's do tomorrow. I want to give people
Yep.
like
And I win.
that way I can put it on Twitter and be like, "Hey guys, tune in tomorrow for this."
You heard it here first on Speedchat only.
Even though this will be uploaded probably a day after I do the giveaway. Pog. No, but we were literally just talking about that. I was all like looking through Steam to see what I could talk to you guys about as you were going off about Sonic. Life is Strange 1, the entire collection was
Ooh.
$4 and I just bought
Ooh.
it. So
Wow, $4. Okay.
$4 for
have
Life is Strange episodes 1 through 5.
You have a spending problem.
I do not have $4, dude. $4.
And that's where it is.
See, he's spending all the money he would have spent at Replay FX on Steam.
That's what it is. Bro, I don't know if I ever told you guys, like, if I ever made this public or not. Do you know how much total money I spent on replay effects last year? Like, as far as airfare, Airbnb, food, travel, like...
I'm going to say upwards of
$4.
$2,500.
It wasn't that much, jeez.
$4.
$4. It was about $1,100.
More than Life is Strange.
$1,100 because we went out to eat a lot, and we
really did.
Obviously, like, my share of the Airbnb I think was like a couple $100, and then the airfare was like $400.
That's really not too bad though.
It's not terrible for like a week long trip, like $1,100.
Yeah.
So like if you save up, but like I know there's some kids at home that are always begging their parents, "Hey, can we please go to Replay Effects and go to Toonfest this year?" And their parents are like, "We don't have the money for that." And they're like, "How much could it really be?" Kids, it's about $1,100. So
save up.
Well, if you're smart
save
like
up.
me and you are like living with friends at an Airbnb that has like 3 floors and has 8 people in it, mine only rang up about like $600
That's not
between
bad.
between tickets and food.
You have
and
to play your cards right when you're playing.
I guess to be
experience at
fair-
Kennywood.
I was paying for 2 people to be
Yeah.
fair. So $1,100 does add up, but yeah, it is at least a few hundred kids. So if you see that $100 ticket for Toonfest, that's the bottom line. And the thing is, Smirky and I, at least as far as I know, got our tickets to Replay for free.
I didn't.
Yeah, we did.
We did. It's true. So like, it would have been another 100 on top of that if I didn't get it for free. So.
200 because you had someone else with you, right?
Well, I had to pay for hers. She doesn't get one for free because she's not the one that's the content.
She's
creator.
not an influencer.
Why? She's not an influencer. Do you like the word influencer? I feel like the
I
word
hate the
influencer
word.
is
No,
like
Dude,
gross.
it's so bad.
Yeah,
It's disgusting.
I'm not. I'm also not really a fan of it. I just.
It
was using
sounds like
as a
they're like
meme.
convincing people to do drugs.
Yeah,
Like,
right? Anyone who has influencer in their bio
Yeah.
also pressured their friends to do meth in high school. It's true.
Twitch.tv/Smirky, come do meth.
I just use content creator.
Oh yeah, I'm a content creator.
Yeah.
I hate the word content. It's so bad.
Well, what do you think content is?
What do I think content is, or
Yeah,
what do I
like-
think the word content creator should be like means?
Yeah, give me both. Like, if you don't like content creator, then what's your definition of content? Like,
I
what?
play video games. That's it.
For a living.
I play video games and I make fun of you on the internet. That's it.
That's what I do. That's me.
It's up to me.
That's
It's up
that's
to
me, dude. All right, so
Shout
what
out
do
to
you think it
Moon
should
Moon.
be though?
Gamers worldwide, Gamers Anonymous. I don't know.
So do you think there shouldn't be a distinguishment between
No, I
people
think,
who just game?
I think content creators are fine. I just it's such a I think the word content is what gets me. If I feel like if I would just use the word creator, I'd be like, okay, yeah.
He's a
Because
creator. What is he
we're not creating. Well, we're creating our content. But we're not creating the content we're actually displaying on the screen.
I don't
Question
know.
mark. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. That's
So
fair. Like, I
weird.
didn't make this video game, but I am
Yeah.
trying to do my best to give you a unique experience as I play
Yeah,
this
that's
video
what
game
you're-
that maybe you would not have gotten if you played it by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's people who just don't want to spend money, like me.
Hey, that's fair.
Me.
Like I'd
it's
rather
not-
request Aaron to play a game that I don't want to pay for. You know,
It makes
which
it
is
a
why
lot
I'm
easier when
requesting
I.
Five Nights at Freddy.
You think I got money? What's that on the Steam Summer Sale right now?
FNAF? I don't know. Oh, by the way, I'm not a big FNAF guy. Just in case you were curious, I just want to make Aaron play it.
Just cause.
All right, so it
it's
looks
one.
like yeah, it's like
$1.
$1.
Really? Wow.
So it's $1.24 for Five Nights at Freddy's, and then $2 for Five Nights at Freddy's 2. So it
Let
seems
me
like
guess,
every single
$3
individual one.
$3 for
No,
Five Nights at Freddy's 3.
That would be something.
They
Actually,
need like a bundle. They need like a 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
4 sister location bundle.
Yeah.
that makes sense. Yeah,
They should.
yeah, but
But hey-
$2 for Five Nights at Freddy's game isn't terrible. To be honest.
If you need convincing to get into Five Nights at Freddy's, I know a guy.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
I have
Got 'em.
connections. Smile. Wink.
You know what? I typed in Five Nights at Freddy's, and you know what popped up right below it? Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh my god.
They're
Which,
pushing
by the
that
way, is apparently getting a Netflix show.
game. Is it?
Did you see that?
I didn't
Nah.
see that.
I think so. I think it's getting a Netflix show. Hold on, let me
Fake
see.
news.
No, you know
It's
what
not
is getting a
fake.
show? Straight up though, The Last of Us is getting a show on HBO.
That should be good.
They're
It
just
should be good.
taking all the
Dude,
video
actually-
games and just throwing them
Here's
on
the thing,
big
though.
screen.
So, have you guys played or seen what happens in The Last of Us 2?
I haven't.
I watched you play it.
Okay, that's fair. You did watch me play it. You were there for a good chunk of time. I appreciate that. Thank you. But I'm not going to go into spoilers because I don't want people who are clicking on this video to think that there's going to be spoilers. or
Everybody
anything.
dies. No,
No. Don't be saying that. People freak out, right? There are certain characters that may die, and people
May or may
feel that
not.
may or may not. But people
Cannot
feel
confirm nor deny.
due to the events that happened in the latest game, people are very confused as to how the TV show is going to work. Now, rest assured, the information that I know about the TV show, it's because I work for a company that may work for a company that may be handling the
You know a guy
television
who
show.
knows a guy who knows.
I know a guy who knows a guy. I know a guy. Isn't that right, Noah?
Shut up.
But the TV show is supposed to be based between 1 and 2. So it's not... Anything that happened in 2 doesn't matter because it's whatever happened after 1. So rest assured, anything that happened in 2, you can just pretend didn't happen while you watch the show.
Neat.
Supposedly.
Oh, but by the way, what I was talking about, Netflix revealed on Thursday that a new anime series, Cyberpunk Edge Runners, will be coming to streaming services 2022. Anime which was being made in Japanese by Studio Trigger. Wow. Set in the same universe as CD Projekt Red's upcoming Cyberpunk 2077.
Neat.
There you go. There's your fill.
I like that. Thank you. I now feel more educated.
Video games.
Do you really?
Video games.
Video games.
Yo, all the Assassin's Creeds are on sale too. I'm sorry, I've spent this whole time
yeah, they
looking
are.
through the Steam stuff.
We should really move on to another topic.
We really
Yeah, let's
should
move on.
before Aaron drowns in the Steam summer sale.
I the only
Before
thing
he
I've bought
just
in his
has
life
way
is
more
Strange.
money.
Okay, that's the only thing I've bought, and I've been really good.
And there's
Because,
more
again,
to come.
The fact of the matter is, anything that I've wanted already, I have already purchased. So I'm looking through like the Assassin's Creed thing, and I'm like, oh hey, Assassin's Creed Black Flag is only $7, but I already own it, so it doesn't matter. So I digress.
I think I bought the Handsome bundle like a year ago for like 99 cents. I have not played a single Borderlands game.
That's fair, dude.
Which I know is going to make my friend Carter like really mad at me if he ever listens to this. Shout outs to Carter. I'm sorry. I have not played a Borderlands yet.
Borderlands 3 is good. I'll let you
So
play
we're
that one when
moving
you're here.
on.
Moving on. Okay, actually, this is a really good topic. This is something that may actually have some context we could talk about. Corporate Clash 1.1, quote unquote, set for early July.
Oh, really?
That's what I
Really?
I don't know. Somebody said that. I don't remember who. I don't know if it was someone on staff who watches my stream regularly that's like, by the way, set for early July, quote unquote. But yeah, it's
Ask Judge
supposed
about
to be.
that one.
Yeah, you might want to ask Judge about that one, especially if somebody's going around saying that. But I heard it's supposed to be coming very soon. And that's why they've been hyping it up so much on the Twitter for the past month, because we've always known it's been there. 1.1 has always been their back burner big update that they want to make.
Mhm.
And then we've seen tons, like probably dozens of tweets about it within the past couple of weeks.
Mhm.
So they're definitely building up for something.
I'm just hoping that like they haven't spoiled like a lot of the major components of the update, because like I would like to be surprised whenever I log into the game whenever they release it. So hopefully, you know, they're not spoiling all the goods, but some of the goods.
From what I can tell, like they're showing a lot of little things. Like there's little tune tips that pop up. Like you hop on the trolley and like Professor Pete's like, "Get ready, you're about to ride the trolley," and they'll have a whole thing in the sticker book about like all the different stuff you can do there. The knock knock doors on the streets will give you laugh back after you go up to them, which I think is a brilliant idea.
I really
Great idea.
I'm surprised I hadn't thought about, you know, how other servers haven't done that. Like how
Altus did that, didn't they?
I think Altus was going to, and then they never did. Like this is one of those back burner Altus.
It really gives
ideas.
like the knock knock joke doors a purpose where you don't necessarily have to teleport back to the playground to heal up, but you can just like go to different knock knock jokes and just kind of take a chill pill before battling.
Because at that laugh, you definitely run out of health before you run out of gags. So it's nice to be able to go up and get a quick heal and get back to battling, as opposed to going all the way back to the playground to heal and get gags and then run all the way back, you know? So if you have gags but you just need health, it's great, because that's like what happens half the time. Just go up to a knock knock door, tell a joke, go up to a different one, get more health, and then you're back into the fighting. I think that's great. So that's just a couple things that I saw. I don't know if there's anything that stuck out to you guys that you've seen so far. Something about like gag choices where it'll be like, warning, if you're choosing Zap without Squirt, it'll be terrible.
Yeah, I do remember seeing that tweet. So yeah, they're working. Oh yeah, I think they also mentioned that there's a way for us to express ourselves with profile poses on our details Toon avatar panel. So like whenever someone clicks on your Toon, you can do like you can see someone having like they're waving or they're applauding or they're sitting down or something like that. So there's definitely a lot of quality of life things. But another thing that Corporate Clash did was they released one of their main storyline comics as well. And their main storyline comics have kind of been predecessors to actual in-game events, such as the Witness stand-in boss fight that they just introduced not that long ago, where if you go into the CJ with 4 Toons or less, and you fill up the entire jury with cannons of Toons, then it'll trigger a special boss fight where you're directly battling the Witness stand-in rather than just throwing evidence files into the pan, which is really cool. So hopefully this new main comic that they just made can allure to something even really cool, because I think the question is who will become the new Lawbot boss, because in the storyline comic, the original CJ, he like was about to get fired, but he resigned, so the Witness stand-in came in. There's like a whole story basically to Corporate Clash, so which I think is really neat. So it'll be interesting to see how things, if anything of that nature comes in the 1.1 update, or if it's something that we can expect further down the line. But they're always doing some really cool stuff in their game, and I know in recent days it's gotten a few more people on, but still there's not too many people playing the game. So I hope that the 1.1 update can kind of generate some level of hype within the community, because I think we kind of need it.
Oh, I sure hope so. Because I know one of the things that's been talked about, which I know isn't confirmed, not at all, but one of the things that was talked about from the beginning when 1.1 was even like mentioned, like 1.1 started discussion and people are like, oh yeah, that's when we wanted to create a board bot HQ. That's when we wanted you to be able to start doing that kind of stuff. So I don't know if that's something that they're just trying to hide from us, because the difference between Corporate Clash and TTR right now is Corporate Clash would be the type of server to drop something like that. Yeah. TTR's not. No. Corporate Clash could be hiding that from us. But will they? It's hard to say.
Yeah, that would be interesting. I kind of forgot about that, honestly, that they kind of at first wanted that to happen. I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't, but...
Yeah, no, me neither.
Yeah,
for sure.
But hopefully they can... because I know a lot changes over time. Oh, we also know that they're replacing the Treasure Chest tune-up gag with the confetti cannon, which they tweeted a video of.
Good change.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, the confetti cannon actually looks pretty cool. You can view the animation of it on their Twitter account at Corporate Clash. If you scroll down, they posted it on June 14th. Just kind of demoing it.
Do they still follow me?
I don't think they follow me. What they did at one point, I think, to be honest.
They
just had it up.
They still follow.
If they don't follow me, I'm gonna yell at Judge.
They don't follow me. Unforged, dude.
I type in core and I get Corey. Freaking give me Corporate Clash.
Okay, so what is this? They follow Loopy, they follow Noah, they follow Michael.
They follow me.
They follow Smirky's inactive account. The inactive Smirk _on, dude.
Oh yeah.
They follow Matt, they follow Coach Z, they follow Ben Royco.
They don't follow you.
They don't follow me. What is this? Bro.
Why am I the second person they followed after Loopy? Like, you see that? They followed
what is that, dude? Did they follow JJ?
Well, you heard it here first. Mega Snoop is quitting Corporate Clash until they follow him on Twitter.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
JJ doesn't follow me either. It's okay. Nobody follows me.
Rip.
Unfortunate, dude.
Unfortunate.
It's all good.
They follow Shell Games.
Shell Games follows me, actually.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah, flex more, Michael. Please, just do it. Please.
Oh, Michael, I get it. You have 5,000 followers. I get. Wait, do you? How many followers do you have?
Yeah, it's over 5,000 on Twitter.
It's over 5,000.
Over 5,000.
Oh, you and I have very comparable. I didn't even realize that. I didn't
Yeah.
know who had more, to be honest. I never looked.
It's
But
me. I have more.
We're both between 5 and 6.
When did this transition from corporate clash to look at how many Twitter followers I have?
Guys, follow me on Twitter at MegaSnoop3Os.
Dude, if I can get like 1,000 followers on Twitter by the time I die, maybe I'll like think about myself as a better person than I am right now. But until then,
Because our self-worth is
just shell,
totally
man.
our self-worth is totally intertwined with our follower accounts.
It's
Dude.
true. It's just that's it. That's the way of life.
My self-worth is 100% tied to a number on my screen. 100%.
I mean, have you seen the way he looks at his analytics?
I
No.
don't. That's the funny thing. Like I said, I literally haven't had my viewer count visible on my screen whenever I stream since 2018.
Yeah.
Literally since 2018. All of 2019 and all of 2020 so far, I don't look at my viewer count. Never.
Until that
I
one
just
person's
enjoy.
like, "Yo, 200 viewers, PogChamp."
Somebody did that yesterday. I was streaming. They're like, "Wow, that's awesome. You have 94 viewers playing Toontown. I only have 3, and it's from bots." And I'm like, I'm not going to say anything. This poor kid.
Yeah, well, maybe you should think about not getting bots in your chat.
Yeah,
Got him.
I mean, it's like Nightbot and Streamlabs bot or whatever. Like, I get that. But I mean,
Oh, okay.
oh,
maybe
man, it's
not.
just like, they're obviously coming in and they're just trying to, like, make me feel bad or just, like, kind of complain. Not even on purpose. It's just some liminal thing, you know?
Yeah.
But it's unfortunate, dude. Mad unfortunate.
Unfortunate, dude.
Anything else about the
Unfortunate.
1.1 update or?
Yeah, Corporate Clash 1.1. Hopefully, maybe in July. That would be nice. I'd love
We'll
something
see.
during July. Because TTR, we all know, is going to be really quiet until the end of this year. Like, we don't
Well,
even...
Q3.
Q3. So, like, Toonfest time,
Yeah.
which is
I-
probably going to be, like, late July, August, maybe even September.
Yeah, it would be good if they released it like whenever Toontown Rewritten was supposed to hold Toonfest, so that way, like, we still kind of get something for that weekend. But I'm not placing my bets on it.
I don't think so. If you were to, like, put money down, like, right now, if I were putting money down on it, which I'm not,
Which
because I
we're
don't
not.
gamble, even though I live in Las Vegas. But if we were...
He
I would
totally
say
can.
they would try to coincide it with the in-game Toonfest.
Yeah.
I mean, that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Why not at this point, right?
I
And
thought.
then it'd run for a month.
I don't know why I thought that maybe like I had heard something about them maybe doing that in the past, but maybe I'm just like dumb. I don't know. Maybe I.
No, it's
Yeah,
okay. I mean,
it's that.
you are literally like friends with all the staff members, apparently. So I'm sure, like, when you guys are just talking about your regular stuff, I'm sure something pops up every now and then where they're like, "Oh yeah, hey, by the way, Toonfest."
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not
Yeah.
saying anything. He knows something.
I
He
know.
knows-
I
Yeah.
literally know nothing.
All right, no, I believe you, dude. It's all good.
Okay.
But now you're gonna make
But
the
yeah,
entire like community not believe.
Not a lot going on Toontown though, huh?
No.
And now, a word from our sponsor. Tom Cruise, Tom Holland, Tom Brady, Tom Hanks, Tom from Tom and Jerry, the top 5 greatest people known to man. And what do they have in common? They're all named Tom. The 3 Toms in a Pod podcast features none of these famous Toms. The 3 Toms show you what life is like as a Tom, highlights some great Toms, and brings societies together to celebrate Toms. Let the Toms into your ears and into your homes so they can make love to your mothers and wives. Listen to new episodes releasing every 2 weeks, and you'll get 3 new friends named Tom that you can put on your resume. Follow 3 Toms in a Pod on Twitter and subscribe to 3 Toms in a Pod podcast on YouTube. Anyways, there is a little bit of stuff going on the Twitch side of things. Michael, you've been tell us about the charity stuff that you've been doing. Because you've just now you're doing Trevor Project stuff too. After a successful campaign with doing St. Jude, which was talked about on the Toontown Written blog post. So
Mhm.
how about that?
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit more.
Yeah.
Please tell us about all of it because I want to sit back and relax for about 10 minutes.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, I'll stall. Yeah. Hopefully someone finds this interesting. Well, for Pride Month, I'll backtrack to Twitch starting their every Pride Month they kind of just like do promotional things. So they have creators on the front page and they have like charities you can create campaigns for and you can get cool emotes and if you cheer bits or sub. So I thought it'd be cool to just do a quick maybe week-long campaign for the Trevor Project. So we started it on Saturday, I believe, while I was finishing up SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. Good game, by the way. 100% it.
100% that, right? I still
Yep.
need to get the socks and shiny objects. That's the only thing in my way, but
Yeah.
great game.
Yes,
It's a really good game.
I don't really 100% games, so it was really good to actually like beat the game and complete it like completely. So,
But
Mhm.
Michael, what is the Trevor Project?
well, I'm glad you asked. The Trevor Project is basically a nonprofit that focuses on suicide prevention and crisis intervention for LGBTQ plus youth, both like in the United States and I'm pretty sure around the world as well. Just in general, they advocate for legislation to get passed to help the LGBT plus community. They do a bunch of research to help us understand what can be done to prevent people from, actually going to commit suicide. Because I think the stats show that LGBT youth are 4 times more likely to commit suicide, which is very sad and should not be the case. So, that's an organization that is really big in the LGBTQ plus realm. So Twitch definitely likes supporting them as they are right now with their Pride emote based promotion, and I figured it'd be fun to do our own little direct contribution through Tiltify. So in the first night, we've raised over $500, which was our goal. So now we've already, smashed that goal within one
Now
stream.
you got to make a new goal.
Yeah,
There you
so
go.
now we're gonna go for 1,000, and I
And beat it tomorrow.
I mean, I don't know. I kind of just just kind of wanted to do a little something. Didn't really I haven't really done as much planning for this one as I did for St. Jude, because St. Jude is like the big one that I really 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 care about. And I just kind of said, you know what, let's just make a campaign, see what happens, and to know that we have already hit a goal is really really awesome. So and it's so good to see like other people streaming for charity, and kind of contributing in their own ways as well. So something else I don't think we even thought of was, I know the Toonfest for charity thing is happening for Extra Life as well. I don't know if it's still going on, but
I thought I saw that happening this weekend.
Yeah.
Was that something
Yeah.
that happened this weekend?
It probably was this past weekend. So I know they were also, I rated them. I know they were also fundraising for Extra Life. So it's good to see like more and more creators giving back to these really amazing charitable causes. All of which I'm passionate about. Extra Life, I've seen it like every other convention I've been to. So like they're a really good cause. Yeah, there's just a lot of good happening when it comes to creators out there fundraising for charity. It seems like every single day there's someone fundraising for charity on platforms like Twitch.
Which is
That's
great.
good.
Yeah, so hopefully, whenever this next week wraps up, probably like July 4th, 5th, we'll have our final total for this little tiny week-long campaign. I'm not doing another 2 months because, oh boy, that was exhausting. But yeah, I just figured something short and sweet, but also making a big difference in, while everything's on fire on Twitter and Twitch and everything. Just kind of figured I'd do a little something. So that's kind of what I'm
That's
doing.
good.
Yeah.
I just want to add to that. So it doesn't matter if you guys are watching Twitch streams right now. It doesn't matter who it is, as long as you are cheering 300 bits, paying for a sub, or gifting a sub. Each time you do that until July 15th, Twitch will be donating 10 cents out of their own pocket towards the Trevor Project and the National Black Justice Coalition.
Coalition, yeah.
Coalition.
Mhm.
You know what I'm...
Yeah.
Coalition.
No,
that one.
Which is great.
Yeah.
Good job, Twitch. You did
Yeah.
it.
Originally it was going to be from June 1st to 30th, but they kind of paused the emote-based subscription or promotion due to all the controversy with Black Lives Matter, and then they've resumed it. So the reason it's going until July 15th is because of that. And I'm not putting blame on it or anything. I'm just saying that's kind of the reasoning behind it.
That's the reasoning, yeah.
Yeah, and so you can still get the Pride emotes even after Pride Month, and they're permanent, so there's 25 of them. Also, resubscribing is also a way you can get emotes, actually. If you have any resubs to redeem, you can just go into a channel, redeem it, and then you'll get a free emote that way. and other people in chat can also get emotes. And Twitch Prime subs work too. So.
Oh, I already have all the emotes. Dope. I guess I've been watching a lot.
I think
of
I have
yeah,
like,
I already have them too.
I think I got like 29.
I think
There's only 25.
Sorry, 19, not 29.
Dude, so straight up, I'm sure this has probably helped Michael as well, but just by streaming, because technically we are in our own chats, whenever somebody does, like, resub or somebody gives bits or something, like, we have the opportunity of getting one of those things. So, like, that's probably where all of ours came from. Unless Michael's just going off and he's giving bits to everybody.
Well,
I
actually got 60 emotes at once when I was in a streamer's chat, and they gifted, like, 50 subs. And it was, it was a small community, so I just suddenly got, like, all the rest of the emotes I needed. But yeah, go get your Pride emotes, because once it's July 16th, they're gone. You can't get them anymore, and they're all really cool.
Until next year.
Until next year. But
year.
they'll probably have new
but
ones.
they'll probably add to them. Yeah, we'll probably have like upwards of 50. These are really good looking emotes.
Yeah,
though. Like,
they are. They're really
definitely
nice.
go support the artists who made those emotes. You can find them on the Twitch blog.
Dope.
There
I
you
like
go.
that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Thank you, Twitch. Very cool.
Thank you.
Very
Twitch.
cool, Twitch.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's, I guess, the life of me doing charity streams and Pride Month and everything.
Yeah, we're all very proud of you for that, dude. Like, that's something that is needed in this world, especially in this community, because it's like,
niceness.
Like who else is doing this? It's Smirky. He's the charity guy. That's what I want to say that's what you're known for, but man, that's such a good image for you to have.
It's started to kind of just become part of what I do now, and like it's been so helpful, like just being able to kind of have something to do, honestly, whenever we're talking about how there's not a lot going on in Toontown, huh? Like what kind of gives me that space to fill in the void is doing charity streams and kind of motivating myself and my community to give back to organizations that deserve the help, even if it's like small compared to like the overall amount of money they receive per year.
Right.
Like, at least it's something.
But you were on the like the top 10 like St. Jude streamers, weren't you? For this past month.
We were in the top 20 overall fundraisers out of the like hundreds of maybe thousands. I don't know how many people have created a campaign for St. Jude Play Live, and people can still create a campaign because it's a year-round thing. But for the prize season that started in April and went until May, we ended up, I think, on the last day, we moved down a little bit because, again, it's a year-round thing, but I think we ended on number 17, which is crazy.
That's really good.
So, 20,000.
Which is up there with some, like, crazy streamers, because I know Shots was on there.
Yeah, there are some names on that list there are some names on that list that, like, are people I've looked up to for a long time. They're friends that I'm very fortunate to call friends, and to be up on that list was kind of surreal. Like, this is the Toontown community. This is a small, tight-knit, 3D post-Disney game, very small, but, like, we managed to rally people on Twitch and, get a lot of people to support everything going on. And we, as a St. Jude Play Live thing, like, we broke records for St. Jude Play Live this year than any other year, even though we're all kind of in the middle of this pandemic, which is amazing. So to think that we all just kind of rallied together in the way that we did was amazing. And yeah, being on that list, it kind of is like me, like maybe I'm guilty of imposter syndrome in that regard, but
you did it, Michael.
We did the thing, so it wasn't just me.
I think it's a good like representation of humanity in these times, right? Because you look at like what's happening in the the American political system. Because I know the three of us are Americans, but in the American political system, and the virus and everything that's happened up until this point, it's so nice to be able to just like finally see like a little spark of humanity and like just like come together to be a community, to raise money for something that people think that is important. And it feels good. It feels good to know that people like that still exist and assimilate. And when I turn on the 6:30 news and David Muir comes on, he tells me how many coronavirus cases have been coming and blah blah blah. Like, yeah, that brings me down. But it's the times like these that we come together as humans and come together to do something that is right that is, just, that gives me a lot of hope.
Yeah, and we even got to have our campaign covered on the actual news here in the Dallas, Texas area.
Yeah.
Got interviewed by a news station. They put it on TV like 3 different times, so that
That's
also
dope.
helped a lot. So hey, Toontown was on the news. We did it.
Did you plug your Twitch?
They put a link to the Twitch channel and the campaign link as well. So
That's
yeah,
great.
Okay,
people
that's cool.
people
That's cool.
people could find the channel if they uh,
All right, Aaron,
either
you're next.
clicked on the campaign link.
Yeah,
Yes,
let
Aaron.
me
Las Vegas news.
let me go on the news. Yeah, dude, Las Vegas news. This guy streams Toontown. Go follow him.
That'll be it.
Follow me on Twitter, Mega Snoop Trios.
But yeah, if anyone wants tips on charity streaming, just say the word, and because
How do I make
money? No, no. I
No.
I wholeheartedly do want to see more people get involved with charity fundraising because it's really taken off over the years ever since I started on Twitch. So it's turned into multi-millions of dollars just being raised directly from not just Twitch but YouTube, like all these other platforms. So it's really amazing to see that gaming does good at the end of the day.
Yes, it
It
does.
doesn't rot your brain.
It doesn't. Can confirm.
Much confirmation.
Much confirmation, much wow.
Much confirmation. If you want to move on, though, we can talk about how quarantine has been affecting us, like, individually, though.
Yeah, we can definitely do that.
So, how's your guys' sleep schedules, Michael?
Oof. I just got around to fixing it actually, but oh man, it was for a while there. It was not good.
I'm just picking on you because the whole reason we didn't record last week is
Yeah.
because, like, Michael
You can
didn't
say
wake up
it.
until, like, 8 p.m.
You can say it. I mean, yeah, I had a rough patch with my sleep schedule, but
It's okay.
I
man.
did just fix it around, especially since I'm still working my job, so I kind of have to be awake anyway. So
Mhm.
that kind of helped. So that kind of makes up for the late night gaming sessions that I kind of have on my own time. But yeah, sleep. Don't know her. What about you, Noah?
My sleep schedule's been bad, but not as bad as Michael's. It's been like
Yikes.
a constant 4 o'clock, 4 a.m. every night for me for the past like 4 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? It's fine for me because I'm moving soon anyways, where that kind of sleep schedule will be like, oh, going to bed at 1 o'clock. That's like whatever, right? So
Yeah, that's more
Mhm.
normalized.
so that's fine. And then I've been having a ton of fun with games recently, like playing Valorant with the buds, even though I get really tilted easily. Playing a lot of Darkest Dungeon on my stream, Twitch TV slash. Um, uh, and hanging out with people in Discord call. This quarantine thing has brought a lot of people on the Discord more active than they were before, and
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's just so much like to be caught up on, right? Like there's like always something going on. I know that we've been playing a lot of like stupid VR chat stuff recently because our buddy Luis he was putting
Yeah,
together stuff. So by the way, Michael, you should do that.
I really should.
Yeah, you
Um,
played Town of Salem before? I'm sure you have.
Town
or,
of
like,
Salem.
Ultimate
I've
Werewolf.
played Town of Salem before on PC, and then of course at Replay Effects, Gear or Matt
oh, we played Werewolf,
dragged me
yeah.
on to play Ultimate
Yeah.
Werewolf. Yeah.
Remember when we
So-
sat next to each other and Mew with like the three of us were like wolves and we ran the whole entire game? Ah, that was so funny, dude. Like the guy was like, "Werewolves, please open your eyes." And I opened my eyes and I looked to my right and you're looking at me and I looked to my left and Matt's looking at me and I'm like, "Wow, this is just great."
Oh,
Good
man.
times.
That's amazing.
Man, that was great.
So, yeah, no, definitely join us for VR Chat Town of Salem sometime. It's a good time.
Yes, definitely will.
But yeah, it feels like quarantine has really like made me a lazy person. But I know that I have to move soon, which
I
is
know a
gonna
lot of people feel that way.
put
Yeah.
the realities of real life in my face. So I'm gonna have to do something.
Yeah, I know I'm still keeping up with school and work actually in the middle of quarantine, which really I don't know if I should because like it's it's a time for lazy people to really shine, right? So,
Yeah.
but no, I'm still working a job throughout the entire summer. Not my Twitch job, just to clarify. I work like an actual customer service job where I answer angry parents, but all the parents that go, give me my refunds,
Yep.
whatever. And then, I'm wrapping up summer classes this week, which is good. So then I'll have about another month or two off where I can just work during the day and then stream whenever I'm not working. So that'll be good. And I just got a capture card coming in the mail, so I can finally stream on the Switch. But that's
a big pog.
so I think my quarantine's going all right. My school just required that everyone has to wear a mask on campus no matter where they are. Obviously, except when I'm in my own room. But like whenever I walk around campus, like now I have to wear a mask. So
Oh yeah, no, all of Vegas is that way right now too. If I want to go to Taco Bell, mask. If I want to go to check my mail, mask.
Yeah,
everything is
yeah,
mask.
and here in Dallas, there's been a resurgence of cases in the area, so now wearing my mask is more important than ever. I feel, especially with us having to deal with that because they just like closed down all the bars and the restaurants are at half capacity again. So we're all just kind of doing what we can, in the middle of, quarantine. And, I'm trying to make the most of it with classes and my job and trying to get my sleep schedule back to normal and playing games just like everyone else. So
Just vibing.
I mean, that's what we've been doing in this Discord call for the past hour and a half, just vibing.
That's true.
That's true.
That's literally what I've been doing. So for me, if it's okay if I take my turn.
Yes.
So it started where I was doing work from home, right? So I'd be up at 8 a.m. working right here at my desk, and then I would work until 5 p.m., and then I would turn 90 degrees and play video games and stream for the next 3 or 4 hours, and then go to bed, which is 3 feet to my left behind me. And that was like, I wouldn't move from this like little area unless I was getting up to check the mail or running to get Taco Bell or something like that. And that's just kind of how it was. And then lately, due to corporate this and saving money on that, like I haven't been working, and they have been very, very loose. Like they're not firing me. I know that once we get back to office, my job is safe and secure, but they don't need me right now because they're already paying somebody else. So they might as well have them do work. Whereas for me, if I'm not working, they don't have to pay me. So right now, I guess I'm not working again because I was working, and then I was not working, and then I was working again. And now I'm not working again. And it's so on and off that it's been super confusing for me. So I've had like sleep schedule to no sleep schedule to sleep schedule to being on the fence on whether or not I should have a sleep schedule. So currently I'm up until 1 a.m. playing games with the boys, and then staying up for another hour watching Star Wars Clone Wars on Disney Plus, and then going to bed and sleeping in until 10, which is not that bad because there's a lot of people who are telling me that they're sleeping in until noon plus. So, all things considered, though, like, I know, okay, listen, guys, please. I know you guys are East Coast, so, like, noon plus is still 9 a.m. for me, so it's still not that bad. But, I get it, I do. So, my schedule has been kind of up in the air, but at least it's still fairly normalized. But I am finding myself with more free time now that I can be spending on making videos and streams if I'd like. But honestly, a lot of my time I've spent literally just chilling. Like, I've just been sitting in my chair, listening to music, playing a video game, watching a stream, chatting with buds on Discord. Like, it's been nice. Like, to actually take a step away from everything, not have any real, like, needs or responsibilities, and just relax.
Just relax.
Yeah, you knew what I was going for there, exactly. But it's been interesting. So it is different because, I mean, when I worked as a full-time content creator, because I've done that before for a long time, a lot of it was just I would just stay inside all day. So it's almost as if, and then I had a full-time job for almost a year before quarantine happened, and now I'm back to stay inside all day. So a lot of people I know are having struggles with the fact that they can't leave their house or anything like that. Whereas I'm just going back to my old school like schedule where I'm like, yeah, wake up, make a YouTube video, do a stream, go back to bed, right? Play video games. And so it's like, this is comfortable for me. This is something I've done before. So as far as like sleep schedule, work schedule, it's all on my own time. And this is pretty normal for what I'm used to from like 2016 to 2018.
You still wouldn't go back to full-time content creation, though, would you?
Not fully. Unless for some reason it ultra took off. Like right now it's doing okay where like content creation on its own is keeping the bills paid.
Yeah.
But it's not like I could definitely, it's not like I would drop everything. Like, I'm not going to quit my job. If my job opens back up, I'm going back to work. I'm not going to say, sayonara, Twitch is doing great for me, unless somehow, like, I bump up to 1,000 views and I'm getting 10K per month. It's just not viable. At the
Yeah,
moment.
it's just not.
So
it's not there.
It's nice to enjoy what I have and be thankful and grateful for what I have, but it's definitely, I realize that I'm at the point in my life where I need to focus on a career, and the content creation isn't going to sustain me forever. Even now. So there was a big bump at the beginning of quarantine. You know it, I know it.
Yep.
Because it was for both of us. Like, I got that 400 viewer stream for an event that never happened, and then the partner program came out. There was a lot to talk about. There was a lot to do. And now it's quieted down, as you can. I don't know if you've noticed, but it's like we still get numbers on our streams, we still get numbers on our videos,
right?
But they're not as much as they were like a month or two ago.
No,
and
not
so
not,
we
not
can't.
even close.
No, and which is weird because it's like summer's coming up, and summer usually is the time that you see the spike, but because of quarantine spike, it's like plateauing. It's not going like super down, like if it's like September and kids are going back to school, but it's definitely at this plateau where like we're not getting any more popular, but not everybody's leaving us.
Yeah,
either, so
especially with like Toontown Rewritten delaying their Toonfest event to September 19th that weekend. It's no longer like in the actual like normal summer range that we're used to. So this summer could be more of an outlier compared to other summers.
It very well could be. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Like even just a small event, straight up, like if they did another like July Laugh Olympics or something like that, that would be enough of a bump to help keep us going. But yeah, you need something to be able to keep that going.
Yeah,
it's just not there at the moment.
But in the meantime, we got to kind of like come up with alternatives. I feel like I'm
like SpongeBob.
Yeah, like I was streaming SpongeBob. Did my viewer count drop when I switched from Toontown to SpongeBob? Yeah, but like I still had fun. Like
and you still had people there who love you and support you, and it was a good time.
Yeah, so I mean, like at this point, I've been saying so much that there hasn't really been much else for me to do on Toontown. Like, you wonder why I haven't made any YouTube videos in, like, months. And that's pretty much been the reason. Because I focused this channel on only Toontown and nothing but Toontown. And I feel like, if I'm going to make YouTube videos again, I would probably have to step outside my comfort zone and not do Toontown. Kind of like how you did with your YouTube channel. So
yeah,
maybe that's
that's at least what keeps the uploads going, so that my channel doesn't like fully dry out.
Yeah,
so people can see that I'm still here. It's just that there's some stuff in between Toontown. Because if you pick it apart and you only look at my Toontown videos, you saw that there was like a good handful of them like last month to 2 months ago, and then now it's been like Toontown video, a week later Valorant video, a week later Toontown video. If you remove all of the other stuff that isn't Toontown, I'm not posting for 2 to 3 weeks at a time.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, what can you do?
Exactly. Well, you can play Valorant.
You can play Valorant. Yeah, that's true.
I actually have another Valorant video ready to go, so I'm going to upload this.
Oh my god.
I do! I told you! So I literally just uploaded one, and then I had another 28 minutes of highlights I had to edit down to about a 15-minute video. I put some really good editing into it as well. It's really good. And so I'll upload this one later this week, and then like this podcast, and then probably over the weekend I'll have another Valorant video. So
speaking of things that are pretty good, Discord.
Oh yeah.
Yes. I don't know if anyone. I'm sure those of you listening to the podcast have probably seen Discord's tweet. But Discord actually just kind of went under a small kind of rebrand of sorts.
It was not small. That was a big rebrand they did.
Okay, I'll rephrase. It is a big rebrand. You might not notice it directly within the Discord app, but
the app is absolutely 100%.
You have to do a little digging. But if you go to their website, for example, they've basically kind of refocused, I guess, their reach, kind of like how Twitch did, because they did a campaign where you're already one of us. Discord's kind of doing something similar, I feel, where they're kind of not only outreaching to gaming, which that's always been their center focus, but now they've realized, hey, people have created communities on Discord for study sessions and like athletics. People can talk about the latest football game or
podcast.
Yeah, podcasts.
Podcast.
So, I mean, Discord is being used for so many other things now that, now Discord is also kind of reaching out to those wider audiences, kind of like how Twitch kind of started reaching out to the music realm, how they've been promoting DJs during quarantine on their social medias. So
I'm getting DMCA'd by them.
Ooh.
Anyways,
So
Yeah, but
Aaron,
if
Noah,
you go to-
what are your thoughts?
I was
on-
gonna say, if you go to Discord right now, if you go to discord.com, it redirects to discord.com/news.
Yeah.
And the first thing that you see is your place to talk. It's no longer your place to game or whatever it was, or connect with your gaming friends. It's your place to talk. So they definitely are like, we're the new Skype.
they've evolved, haven't they?
They did, yeah, they have. They definitely have gamers at heart, and that's the whole reason they created it in the first place, and they will do whatever they can to still cater to the gaming community, but they're also opening it up, being all like, listen, we want Discord to be for everyone, not just gamers. It's made by gamers, made for gamers, but it's going to be for everyone.
That's what the original slogan was, made by gamers for gamers, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was basically trying to be TeamSpeak 2.0.
Yeah.
Because that's what TeamSpeak was. It was
TeamSpeak
for
is
gamers.
like the mature version of Skype. Like I used to play this game called Planticide 2, and we used TeamSpeak because it was easier to like set who was like a recruit and a commander and stuff like that. So TeamSpeak
So,
is
like,
more of like
tiers, yeah.
it's like a mature version of Skype, and then Discord is kind of like that little that happy middle ground where it's like it's a fun looking app. Like I'm looking at Discord right now, it's fun looking. It's like it looks like
Yeah.
a fun app, right? There's like color everywhere. There's pictures. There's my friends who I can set their own messages. I can see who's streaming. Like I see one of my friends is streaming right now. So it's a fun little app, and I really think that this is a good direction for them.
Yeah, dude, I can't tell you, like, I think it was Niall originally who, like, showed Discord to me back in, like, 2015.
It was Brian
Yeah,
who
I
showed
could
it
be
to
wrong.
me.
Yeah, and then, I don't know, it spread through the Toontown community like fire. Like, everybody had it right then and there.
Yeah.
It's only gone to every other community since then. Like, everybody's got a Discord now,
Yeah,
crazy.
it's kind of hard for us to know someone who doesn't have a Discord at this point. Obviously,
I know one person who doesn't have a Discord, and that's probably the only reason, like, I didn't keep in touch with him. I have a friend named Alex from, like, the Call of Duty days back in, like, 2010, 2011, right? And he's always like, yeah, let's play, like, PS4 sometime. I'm like, yeah, just add me on Discord. And he's like, what's Discord?
And I was like,
and
see
you're
ya.
like, what?
Yeah, it was like, okay, once you get a Discord, play with me.
See
Yeah.
ya.
Yeah, so, and I know that, so basically, Discord's been, like, doing this rebrand on the back end of things. They've also been working on, revitalizing their verification and partner programs because applications for those are on hold currently, and they've been on hold for a long time. So I'm sure this is kind of like a first, like, part of whatever they have planned for both of those programs whenever they someday resume applications for those. So Discord is definitely undergoing a lot of, like, these changes, and this is a really, like, big frontline change that we all kind of just get to see now that they've kind of done this rebrand. And yeah, like Noah said, I think it's definitely a good direction for Discord. So now that you can outreach to people beyond just gaming, it can be advertised for so much more. So yeah, I definitely agree with that sentiment.
Did you just show me a picture of Discord light mode?
You're evil, Noah. This
Oh,
man
that's
uses light mode on
disgusting.
Discord.
No. I just turned it on to take a cursed image.
No, he's
It's so
lying. He
weird.
uses light mode.
It's so weird because nothing is separated on light mode. It's just like one blob.
Blob.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's weird.
That's
Dark
yeah,
mode,
it's-
dark
mode.
dark
Game
mode.
rise up.
Yep, that's it. Anyways, that's we're at the hour mark, so I think we
Anything
should call
else?
it there.
Yeah.
Follow me on Twitter, 3 O's.
Anyways, we have been the Speedchat Only podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in to this week's episode. Hey, some new announcements. Find us on Spotify and SoundCloud soon. We're going to be uploading our podcast up to SoundCloud and Spotify extremely soon, so look out for that. Follow my boys down in the description below on the YouTube video, and thank you so much for watching. Anything you want to say, guys?
I just wanted to say that I hope we do have a couple people to talk to in the upcoming weeks, because we wanted to get one. So he was definitely here last week, and then Michael wasn't, and then Michael's here this week, and then our guest wasn't, and so we're like, okay, we got to get this done.
We really
so hopefully
do.
next week
We got a guest.
we'll get everybody. Next week, Noah's going to be gone.
Is that true?
Yeah, 'cause-
Well, I mean,
yeah.
we're both going to be in New York next week. Actually.
oh my goodness. So yeah,
That's
this-
true.
So
We'll figure it out.
it'll be a
I'm sure.
while, but we'll be back before you know it.
Until then,
Mhm,
you can
and then
listen
we-
to the other 4 episodes. Back to back to
Right?
back to back.
We've got a couple guests lined up already, so that's really exciting.
Yes.
Yeah, so we'll definitely have some more, exciting people on, and we'll have a lot of good stuff to talk about for sure.
For sure.
For sure.
Michael, you got anything else to add?
No. Like Squeak said, follow us in the description. Links are down there.
Donate to charity.
Donate to charity. Smirk on.
Hell
Thanks for
yeah.
watching.
No,
guys.
shout out to Bob. That's it. Bye.
All right, take care,
Take it
guys.
easy,
Thanks
guys.
for watching.
Bye.
See ya.